Welcome to Dollar Hue Tuesday DIY. Now, this is a video that almost never was because I've had so many problems trying to get it recorded. But today I'm excited about what we're doing. Remember this that I hauled? The little clothes hanger that you put scarves and stuff on? Well, that is going to be the centerpiece of our DIY. So what you're going to need is one of these, which you can find at the Dollar Tree. You're going to need a mirror. And this is one from the Dollar Tree. Now I'm going to tell you about the epic fail. I got one of these plastic mirrors the first. It's just like a crayon, doesn't it? I'm not throwing it away because I use this for a mixed media project. But anyway, one of these round mirrors that's all attached like this. And so I was doing so well, I cut all the plastic off around it. Was trying to get the mirror out. I thought it just popped out, so I was pushing on it like this. And I cracked it in half. So thank goodness I always shop at Dollar Tree and we have a mirror. This is the mirror that came with the little suction cups. And so yeah, we're going to make this work. Then you're going to need some gesso and some paint. I'm using Caribbean blue and I'm going to be using some white paint. Then you're going to need some little letters. These are the wood letters from the Dollar Tree that I've hauled. Most of this stuff I've hauled a long time, I've been waiting to do projects with. We may use some of the pearls, I'm not sure yet. We're going to be using some shells. And we're going to use some of our dauber sponges that I hauled. And yeah, I think that's about it. So let's get down here and we'll get started. Okay, to start this project, you are going to need to paint this. Now, you can totally skip these steps if you have spray paint. When I started this project, I didn't have spray paint, and so I was using regular paint because you use what you have. But you definitely need to gesso this first. This is velvet, and it soaks up paint, I feel sure. So all I'm going to do is start to gesso this. And you guys know me, I just pour it right on the paper. Well, let's start with that. And then just start gessoing. And you can see I was right. It just kind of sucks it up. So we're just going to put a heavy coat on this all the way around. I may have to go back and put a second coat on it. But we'll see. Just trying to get it on there right now so it'll soak in a little bit. Have time to soak. And we'll evaluate and see where we are. I am not going to sit here and make you watch me gesso. So after it's gessoed, then it'll be painted blue. And then when I come back, I'll let you know how many coats it took and everything like that. I'll be back. Okay, we're all painted and it's all dry. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with this part, so I went ahead and painted it as well. And now, I did not paint the back. The back's not going to be seen anyway, so it is dry. It's still a little tacky, so but I think it'll be okay to proceed. But let's go ahead and work with our mirror. So if you haven't figured it out yet, I'm going to be making a little mirror here, and it's going to sit down in the middle of it. And I'm thinking I was going to cut a circle of cardboard to glue the mirror to. And I'm thinking this is sort of thick enough that I don't have to do that. But if you have a thin mirror, and you can get those from the Dollar Tree as well. They're usually in the candle section, and they're the little flat round mirrors. I would suggest cutting a piece of cardboard, the circle, just tracing your mirror and then gluing the mirror to the piece of cardboard. It gives it a little extra thickness and it'll help you get it onto hanger better. Okay, so before we start our hanger, I'm going to paint some letters that I got from the Dollar Tree. I forgot about those. Okay, and so this is going to be hanging on the door in my bathroom. As you know, I've been doing a makeover of my living room and my bedroom and bathroom, and it's going to spell out the word spa. So I'm just going to take some white acrylic paint and paint the letters with that. And I was going to use my paintbrush, but I think because I don't want to have paint streaks in it, I'm going to take one of the little daubers from the Dollar Tree and just paint it with that. Now, I will tell you, originally, I had thought about putting beach spa on there, and I had the letters, but I didn't have enough. As you know, you only get one of each letter in the packs from a Dollar Tree. So, if you don't have enough letters and you want to spell something, let me give you a little hint. I made the E out of a B. I just took my scissors from you know where and just clipped off part of it and made an E. I took a G and cut part of it and made a C. So I'll look at it again, but I'm pretty sure I don't want all that on there. It was just a little bit too crowded looking for me. And so, but I just thought I would show you that and give you a little clue in case you wanted to do something different and you didn't have enough. So I'm just going to use my little dauber here and paint these letters. And then we'll put them to the side and let them dry. See? Really easy. And this is a very simple project if you don't do like I do and try to cut mirrors apart. And that is going to give me some wonderful mixed media pieces. So I have to look at it. There's only happy accidents in crafting, no mistakes. Okay, so what I'm doing with the paint after I painted it, I'm going back with the little dauber and I'm just daubing it like this. I want to give it some texture. So I'm just going to daub it with the paint and then I'm going to let that dry. Okay guys, so the next thing we're going to do is to put our mirror on here, and I've been checking to make sure it's dry enough to do so. And now I am going to use hot glue, but I may come back and use a more permanent glue later, but for right now, for the purpose of the video, I'm just going to leave this on here. And so, like I said, I'm going to use my hot glue gun. And we're going to stick it like that. Then I'm going to decide if I want to use some pearls on the inside of it. But we are going to put something on the outside to cover up this black here. I really don't want that on there. And so we're probably going to use this white rope here that came from Michael's. I don't know how many eons ago. Because, you know, I've only recently started shopping at Michael's again. And I probably won't be doing that now. But, so I think before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and glue this on here before we glue it onto the board. And I think my hot glue gun is heated up enough. The only thing about this Michael's cord is that it really unravels badly. So I try to put it back together. But we're going to go ahead and start, and we're just going to start on the side here. And I am going to put the part that's splitting off on there, because what I'll do is go through, ooh, that's hot. Go through and then glue the rope back on top of it. Okay. There we go. Sorry, I'm trying to stay in frame. Glue stick in there. So, yep, it's a little, I hope, we're almost there. I don't want to bore you to death watching me glue and have the sniffles and everything else. Okay, we're almost there. Now I'm going to trim up those little loose pieces there that came out. Uh-oh. Sorry about the doggies. Okay, I'm the one that had such a hard time cutting that. And we'll have to fix that up a little bit. Okay, so now I'm just going to put glue on here. And try to stick this down. And I am using a lot of glue. Oh, my dogs. Okay, so now we're just going to stick this down. Center it. Okay, so now I'm trying to decide if I want to put pearls on it. And I'm thinking I do. Just the round, and then I'll put some shells around the outside. I'm telling you guys, this is a video that I don't think anybody wanted to happen today. So I think I am going to just put some pearls around the edges of it. Right there, because I want to cover up that black. And I like the way the pearls, and this mirror is by no means to use, like, you know, to be able to look and thing. It's just for decorative pieces. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're just going to put pearls around it. So I'm just going to use my glue gun and just go around the edges of it. And glue the pearl. And then I have lots of other little shells that we can do for other areas if we decide to do that. Okay, we are finished gluing those on. And man, it was the perfect fit. So I like that. Now I think I'm going to maybe go around and put some shells around the edges of them on top like this, because I still can see that black. Or either I'm going to go around with another turn of this, and that might be what I'm going to do. So let me put that on there and I'll be back. Okay, so this is what we have so far. I like the way that looks. Now I'm just going to glue the letters on. They're nice and dry. So we're going to start here at the top and lay these out. And a cute spot. And then we may add a shell or something like that on them somewhere. Or we may just, we may just not even add any shells on this one this time. I know it's terrible, isn't it? A beach project and I'm not adding any shells. Well, it's just, that's the way it is. We'll see. Okay. Oh, sorry guys, I'm just putting glue good on. Glue, nothing really fascinating. Thinking that's about time a new glue gun, but that's not going to happen. Okay, so I'm measuring that down with the rest of them. There we have. We have spa. Now, I think just because it's the ship's wheel and everything, and I got to get all the glue hairs off of here, I like the way it looks. And I really don't think I want to put shells on it. I wanted to at first, but I don't think it's going to be necessary. I like the pearls. It's kind of girly, but it is nautical because you can tell it's the ship's wheel. And so I think I'm done unless I decide to put something else on there, but I don't really think I am. I think it's really cute. So it really isn't a very long project. The hardest part, like I said, is the painting part of it. It's not hard. It's time consuming if you don't have spray paint. If you have spray paint, make sure you get the kind with the primer in it and go ahead and spray it with spray paint. But use what you have. And that's what I did today. So I hope you enjoyed my little project, and I hope you'll give one a try. Everything is from the Dollar Tree except for this white rope. It's from Michael's, and I have to tell you, I'm not impressed with it. I really had a hard time. It kept unraveling, and halfway through the thing it unraveled. I'll just stick with my Dollar Tree stuff. It works a whole lot better most of the time. Alright, thank you so much for joining me. If this is your first time joining me, please make sure to come back. And in order to come back and see what I'm doing, go over there and hit that subscribe button. And make sure you give me a thumbs up, guys. It really does help. It makes YouTube notice our channels, and they will share them a whole lot more. Thank you so much, and I will see you all again soon. Bye.